blueberry butter cake. Homemade blueberry butter cake. So yeah, homemade blueberry butter cake. I think you guys will like it. So, hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. So today I'm making a very special cake. This is an old recipe and it is my blueberry butter cake. And I really hope that y'all like it. I know my family loves it, so several different little ingredients, but it's not too much. I think that you guys will really like this. Okay, so the ingredients that we need today are, I have my white sugar, my white granulated sugar, my all-purpose flour, I have some water, it's my baking powder, vanilla, my salt, and then we have some jelly, apple jelly, cream cheese. I have some whipping cream. This is heavy whipping cream. And 2 sticks of butter, some milk, my eggs, and some blueberries. So, but yeah. So, it looks like a lot, but it's not really that much. This is the cake and the kind of like topping that I put on the cake. So it's really good. I know that you guys will like it. So yeah, let's get started. I think that you guys will really enjoy this recipe. It's really, really good. And I do have today, I'm using my shortening for my pan. I'm going to be using one of these. It's the 9 by 13 cake pan. I'll be using that today. So, yeah. So let's get busy. So, I'm going to go ahead. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put some shortening into my pan. So, a lot of times I use the spray, but I'm not doing that today. I'm putting this in the bottom of my pan. Remove some things. So, I have a large counter, but the camera doesn't show everything. So, I'm just putting my shortening all on the bottom and the sides. Just get it coated real good. Just like if you were spraying. If you do not have any shortening, you can use the oil. But for this one, the shortening I think works better. Put it on, made sure it's coating all of the pan, and now I'm just getting it back off, and then putting it on the edge of putting it back in there. You do want to make sure that you have clean hands, of course, if you do that. I, of course, wash my hands constantly. And it also keeps it from getting wasted. And I am at home, so. I just want to get off as much as I can now. Make sure it's totally coated, but you do want to get off the excess shortening. That's pretty good. Okay, it's ready. And of course I need to wash my hands. But we are finished now with our shortening. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put my pan over here out of my way. We're finished with that, with the pan for a while, and with our shortening. Alrighty, so we're going to get busy with the rest of this, the fun part. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll use my flour out, and I need 3 cups of flour, the all-purpose flour. Let me get a knife. And 3. Sorry. Okay, so that's our flour. Okay, and we're going to put some salt in it. We are using 1/4 teaspoon salt. One-fourth teaspoon salt. There we go. And now our baking powder. We are putting 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons. One. 2. 3. 3 teaspoons. Okay. I like to try to measure like this so that anybody that wants to make the cake right along with me, they have time and they can see exactly what I do, and probably takes them about the same amount of time. But I try to teach in ways that young people can do that, can cook right along with me, and a lot of them are even learning measurements, you know, the measuring cups, the measuring spoons, what's what. So I try to teach them as I go. I like to try to help teach people, whether it's young people, young married ladies, or professional workers that never had a chance. I like to help teach some things. I hope it helps somebody. So anyway, have that measured in here. I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Get that stirred. I like to make different cakes, especially cakes that are different. Whoops. And cakes, pies, all kinds of good stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to make a variety. And I have a lot of different things on my YouTube channel. And I think you guys will like them. Take a look at some of them. I have main dishes, side dishes, casseroles, pies, breads. I have cornbreads and biscuits. So now I am going to sift. I haven't had to do this with anything that I've made so far, but I am today. So I'm going to sift all of this. So I've set it in this bowl in my sifter. Just go ahead and spoon it in here. Just spoon it in. I got me a new one. I didn't take that off yet. Anyway, my other one broke. And this is working wonderfully. My other one took forever. My other one took forever. This is great. Alright. Let's put the rest of this in here. I think by sifting it makes the cake fluffier. And a lot of times with making cakes, you do sift the flour. There we go. So if you have a sifter, it does make your cake a lot fluffier. At least a little bit. If you don't have one, go ahead and try to make it anyway. Just take your spoon and just kind of air fluff it as much as you can. You know, just put some air into it. But we're going to do this one more time. So we do this twice for this cake. So it takes just a few minutes longer than not doing it. I think it really does add to the cake. Gives it a good consistency. Put the rest in. Some baking powder that chunked up. See, that's a good reason to sift it. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that part. And it does, it makes it fluffier. Okay. Now, these do not cost much. I think you can get them somewhere between $5 and $10. Walmart, mostly Walmart. But yeah, it's called a sifter. And it has a little wire mesh, a strainer thing down in here. And this particular one I turn. Now some of them you can pump it like on the back of it, where you'd have to hold it like that and it pumps out and goes through. But this particular one is wonderful. I like that. Very easy to work with. Okay, so we're done with that one. Now, let me go ahead and get me some vanilla and water. I am going to use water. Perfect. But I wanted you guys to see when I measured it out. 1 cup of water. I try to do that for anybody in case you can't hear me or understand me too well. I'm Southern and I talk with a very strong Southern accent, I suppose. But anyway, I hope you can understand what I say. Now I'm going to put in, that was 1 cup of water, I'm going to put into here 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 teaspoon. I'm putting it into the water. Oops. A little more is okay. Alright. And I am just mixing that together. So we have our flour mixture, our water and vanilla, and now I'm going to put our butter and our sugar in here. So we need, I cut this off, we need 10.5 tablespoons. 10.5 tablespoons of butter. So one is 8. So 8, 9, 10 and a half. 2.5 here. My butter's been sitting, so it has softened. Yeah, it's softened. That'll be good. And this other one. I really like the way that they mark the tablespoons on our butter. If you look at the paper, those of you that are new to baking, if you look at your butter, it shows the different tablespoons. Okay? 1 stick is 8 tablespoons in every stick. So you need 2.5 more. So I know a lot of you know all about that. But like I say, I try to teach some of the young people a few little things. Just a few little things that helps them out. Because it's amazing the things that we all know, us people that have been cooking for a long time. Anyone that has. We don't even think about things like that. You know, we're so used to it. But young people, it's all new. Or anyone that's new to cooking. So just, we're just going to smush our butter in here. And get it down in there. And so now I'm going to put my sugar in here. So I like to measure with my 1/4 cup. This is my regular size. I need 3/4 cup of sugar. So I like to do my 1/4. It goes down into my sugar container better. But I can also tell y'all, where y'all can see me do it. Because when you look at the line on this, I can't see it that well. So I would rather do it this way. My 1/4 cup measuring thing. 1, 2, and 3. 3 1/4 cups makes 3/4 cup. There you go. But I just like using my 1/4 measuring cup to do it with. I like that. So 3/4 cup. And it kind of teaches, you know, like I say, some new people, that 3 1/4 makes 3/4. 3 1/4. So I just pour that sugar on in there, and I'm going to start creaming it. I'll just pour it on in. I have a good strong spoon. I learned to use a good strong one so I can do it faster and so that it doesn't bend my spoons. And a big spoon, the bigger spoon you've got, it's easier. It's so much easier than using some little spoon. So my butter set out. It was soft. Not real soft, but it was pretty soft. And let your butter sit out for at least an hour, because that really helps when you go to make this. So just smushing it together with the back of my spoon, and that's called creaming it together. Your sugar and your butter. A lot of recipes call for you to do that. Just get it mixed together, combined real good. Alrighty. Almost done. Yum. This cake really is good now. It's really good. I like homemade things. I like things that are different. And I really don't mind taking the time to do homemade things, and even though they take longer, but I'd rather do that any day than to just do something with a box. Your box cakes do not taste at all. Really, they don't taste at all like the homemade ones. And these are healthier for you. If you're gonna eat a cake and you're gonna eat sugars and stuff, then homemade is better. You don't have a lot of the additives. At least you know what goes into it. And they're better. They're fresh. Alright. Well, put that right there. Now, let's see. Have our flour mixture. And I have our water and vanilla. So I'm going to start just putting them in here. A little alternate. I think I'll do part of the water and vanilla first. Do about half of it. And then I'm going to do a little bit of my flour. You want to do it like that because your liquid, all that water, is just going to be hard to mix together. And you don't want to put too much flour at one time because, yeah, it'd be too thick then. getting it incorporated into it. That's all. A little more flour. A little more water. Well, water and vanilla. Takes a little time, and with my talking, I mean, I know I take a little bit longer doing it when I'm talking. But I want to make sure to tell y'all everything. I don't want to forget something. It's important. A little more flour. A little more water. And I am doing it with the fork, really on purpose. This is easier to do like this. Okay, now this is kind of thick. It's not like when you look at regular, a regular cake mix that would need to be beat up and everything. See that? It's thick. It's almost like, well, not like biscuit dough. That's real thick. But, well, some biscuit doughs are, some are not. It's almost like a biscuit dough, but not as thick, I don't think. So, this is different. And I told you it's a totally different kind of cake. It's not like a regular cake. It's going to be hard for me to explain that to you until I can show you when it's cooked. So, but I know that you guys are really going to enjoy this. It's different. And like I said, I like to make things that are different. So this is going to be good. So now I'm just going to use my big spoon. Just stir it up and get it incorporated. So right now, it is more like a, not like a brownie mix, kind of, but it is more like a biscuit mix. I guess it is. That is the best way to explain it. So, see that? It's thick. I'm just using my big spoon, okay? We just want it really mixed up, incorporated good. You do not have to put it in no mixer. You don't have to beat it. You just want to mix it really good, okay? So like I said, as long as you got the butter and the sugar mixed up real good at first, and then you alternated putting in all these different ingredients, just like I did, you'll have it. It'll be incorporated pretty good. Yeah, I think we're just about done. think I've got it pretty good. But see that butter that we put in, the butter and sugar, and that is going to, you know, melt as the cake cooks. You know, it'll soften, it'll more liquefy. Here it wasn't liquefied. It was solid. Even though it was real soft, it was solid. Yeah. Okay. So, now we get to do a little bit more. So, I'm just going to put this back in the bowl. I took it out of one of the flour ones, it's okay. And there's just a pinch in there. I have to use this pan, this dish. Get my spatula and get the rest of this out of here because we need every bit of it. Okay. Okay. Get out of the way. And I've got to wash this. Okay, so now we are going to work on my eggs. We need 4 eggs, 4, and we want the egg whites. So I'm going to crack it on the sides and I'm going to get it out. Now, if you have an egg separator, that makes things so much easier. If you don't, some people can actually crack the egg and use it to kind of get it out. I don't think I can do that so well. I need this egg separator. It helps me. So, we want to get all of the egg white in here. This holds the egg yellow and kind of lets it out the side. And then I'll put it in here. We're not going to use the egg yellow right now. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. So this thing, it just helps you get it out. It has holes on the inside, and it helps the egg white to go out. The sides, these are little sides holes. We do not want the yellow in our cake today. So don't want any of it. If it breaks, you can't use it. could, but I mean, you just, well, no you can't because I gotta beat them. Try to get out as much of the egg white as I can get. It's just kind of hanging on. This takes a little bit of time. There we go, it let go. See, I kind of tried to stay a hold of it. There's one. I'm going to dump this into my bowl. The egg white. Get out as much as I can because I don't know if the next one might happen to bust into it. So you want to get as much out of the white into here that you can get without getting any of the egg yellow. Yeah, okay. Try again. And I need 4. Now I do have, my eggs are pretty big. So you want to have at least medium or large. That large I think is best. Large eggs, okay? Because you get more of the egg white. So if you only have small eggs, you know, then use 5 eggs, egg white. Okay, there's 2. Oh, that busted as I put it in there. And make sure there's none on here. I can't have any egg white, any egg yellow on this one. I don't think it busted, but I think I'll rinse it off just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side, y'all. Whoops. And need to dry it really good because you don't want water in your mixture either. You don't want any water from washing it, rinsing it into your egg whites. So, but I wanted to do that just in case it had even a spot or so of the egg yellow that happened to got in here. So that's important for me to tell y'all. Okay, here goes the next one. I don't want eggshells either. And this does take a while. Okay, so there's my 3rd egg white. Number 4. And my light went back out. I tell y'all, all my videos now, it has a mind of its own. Just don't let the yellow break. Don't let the yellow get in it. And sometimes you can do this faster, but for some reason it's going real slow today. There we go. All right, number 4. And I want to get all that out. Anytime you deal with eggs, it's really good to wash your hands. Let's rinse them off. That helps. Now, I gotta clean this up. These, we don't need these anymore, okay? I'm gonna put these over here. We're not using the egg, so you can use them for anything else you want. Okay. Okay, so now I'm ready to beat my egg whites. Now, this usually takes, I'm thinking 5 or 6 minutes. So, I'm going to start beating it a little bit. And I want to beat these until they're stiff egg whites. Till they have peaks. And I'm going to put in some sugar after they have the high peaks. And I need 1/4 cup sugar. Okay, let's sit that right there. But I'm going to be beating this for a good while. I'll let you know how long. And I may, if I keep it running, I will speed it up to where I'm doing it faster so you don't have to sit there and wait. But you'll know that I beat it and I'll tell you how long. Alrighty, I'll stop the camera in a minute. Y'all, I beat this on high speed for 6 minutes, okay? And it's nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to put in, see how fluffy that is? Isn't it coming off of there? It's not coming off. Okay, now I'm going to add my sugar. And I'm going to start adding it a little bit, and then I am going to use this. It will be loud. And then I'll do it a little bit and I'll go ahead and turn it off again. And I'll tell you how long I do that for. So, half of it in there. But I did want you guys to know, in this recipe, get the eggs beat to a high, stiff peaks before you put the sugar in. Some recipes you can put it in earlier. This one, I needed to get the stiff peaks first. So, beat it for 6 minutes, then put your sugar in. this time I beat it for 3 minutes at high speed. I turned it back up to high speed. So it's nice and fluffy. Nice and fluffy. Okay, let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Bake 350. Start. Okay, so it's preheating at 350. Okay, and now we're going to mix these things together. Mix them together. So I need to do it in a bigger bowl, but I want to fold them into this. So I'm going to do it this way, and I hope this works. I hope that works pretty good. That's my biggest bowl. This is. So I should have put this in there already. But okay. Anyway, now we're going to fold this into this, a little at a time. Try to gently fold it into this. I might could have done it in that bowl, I don't know. I stick in this one. This other is so thick. Our batter, I'm using my my spatula. Try to get it folded, mixed in. You have to actually kind of work with it some, but so the rest of it will help it be fluffier. And once again, we're folding, we're not beating it. That got in pretty good. Okay, let's put some more. Yum. Takes a little while. If you're not in a hurry though, it's a nice cake to make. And it's getting easier now to work with. And I still have a good little bit there that I can mix into it. Alright. Oven's ready. There we go. Yum. Gonna be yummy. Gonna be yummy. I like good stuff now. I like things that are different. This is different. So, hold it in. This one I'll try to be a little more gently. Do it a little bit gentler than I was a while ago. Hold it in. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oven's ready, and we are ready to put it in our pan. We greased it earlier with our shortening. I'm just going to pour it in. Okay. Yum. It's going to be good. I hope that you guys try making this. I hope that y'all subscribe to my channel, and that way you won't miss any of the things that I put out. I put out all kinds of stuff. I try to do several each week, several videos, and I was telling you earlier that I put out main dishes, side dishes, casseroles, pies, cakes, breads, a little bit of everything. So, but if you subscribe to my channel, then you'll get notifications every time I put something new on it, and you won't miss anything. And I really do appreciate you guys watching, taking the time, and watching these all the way through, or cooking them, making them. I hope that y'all like them. So, I'll let you know how long I put this in the oven for, how long it takes. So, yeah, just spread it out. My fingers. It's sticking to the spatula. Sticking. Alright. Yeah. Just have it stick to the end of it. Just slightly spread it out. I think that's good. Alrighty. So, we're going to put this in the oven. And I will let you know how long to bake it. I was messy. And make it level. Okay, it's going in. Alright, it's on 350. Okay, and alright, I'm going to watch it, and I'll check it in a little while, and I'll be back and I'll let you know exactly how long I cooked it, how long I baked it. So, I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so it's ready. Wow. It smells good in here. It smells so good. Yum. Okay. So, 30 minutes. I baked it for 30 minutes. It's very light in color. It's just starting to slightly turn brown on top and just slightly on the edges, coming loose from the pan, just a little bit. So I know it's done, but the edges are very, very light brown. It's all very light brown. Now this pan that I have it in, a cake pan, it has air kind of around it. It's a special kind of bake pan. They call it, I don't know how they call it. It's something about having air, like has air inside, trapped between the in the pan, in the metal. Anyway, but you can cook it in a, you can bake it in a regular casserole dish or in a regular cake pan, whatever you've got. I just bought this years ago and I like using it. But I have made this in the glass casserole dish as well, and it turns out great. So any kind of cake pan's fine. But I'm going to get my it's a rack that I like to put things on. Here it is. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to put my cake pan on it, and I'm going to let this cool. I mean, it's got to cool way down. Just let it be thoroughly cool. And then we've got some other good stuff to put on top of it. Not icing, it's better. And yeah, this is a special cake. This is wonderful. Y'all will like it. It's starting to cool down and sink down just a little bit right now. I can see it because it's coming away from the sides just a little bit more now. Very, very nice. This is a good cake, y'all. Yeah. Feels different than a regular cake too. It's harder. It's, well, the top, it has a top part of the cake that it's not like crunchy, but it's firmer than the top of a regular cake. At least I think it is. A little bit. Just a little bit. It's about the same, I guess, but to me it's a little bit more firm. But when we get done with this cake, it's going to be so delicious. So this is a really good one. Y'all's come back now. I'm going to let this cool for a couple of hours, several hours, because I want it to be all the way cool. And then I may take it out of this pan, actually, to let it cool some more. I might put it on something else, and after it's cooled some. That way on my rack it can cool even quicker. So, but I've got to let it cool down for several hours. And to put on it what I want to do, yeah, it's going to be good that way. So I know y'all will like it. So I'll be back in a little while. I'll be coming right back. But it's going to be a few hours to let this cool. And then we'll get busy on the rest of the good stuff for our cake. Alrighty. Yeah, our blueberry butter cake. And it is delicious. It is different from other cakes. Y'all stick with me. I'll be back in a little while. Okay, everybody. So, my cake is cooled. It's been about maybe 2 hours now. But it cooled pretty quick. But I did, after it cooled, I did put it on my rack. I had sat the whole pan on the rack and let it sit and cool for a good while, and then I flipped it out and put it on my rack. But so it's nice and cool. But after I had put it on this rack, it really helped it to cool off. So it's really good. And I got me a pan. I have a piece of cardboard that I put metal wrap on, and just it sits inside of my my baking pan. Perfect. So I'm putting my cake on it. Hope you guys can see. Alrighty. This is pretty firm. Get it centered. Alright, now we're going to fix this and make this nice. So it's already cooled. It's just cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit it like this and just sit it over here out of the way. And we're going to make some good stuff now. Alright. So, my cream cheese. Like this. Get this opened. It's been sitting out, so it's kind of soft. I hope it's soft. Yeah. Get that opened. Alrighty. Yeah, I think it's soft. So we are using a whole package of 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Oops! Get it on me. There we go. Just want to get all that out. Kind of smush it up a little bit. It'll help it to be softer. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so now we're going to put in some vanilla and some milk and some sugar. And I'm going to put the sugar in first. So I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of our granulated sugar. I guess I should try to make sure it's level. One. 2. Hoping you guys can see. Sorry. 3. Okay. Just using my fork for a moment. Sugar usually helps to make it more blendable. And it's helping a little bit. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and get some milk in. We're going to put, oh well, let's see, okay. 3 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 on the sugar and 3 on the milk. 3 tablespoons sugar, 3 tablespoons of milk. And now we're going to go ahead and put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla makes everything good. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm still using the fork. Just kind of get it a little bit together. Alright, so it's sorted together. I could use a spoon too, but there's no real need to. I'm going to use the blender. Let's see. So I'm going to use my mixer. And it won't take very long. Okay, so I'm just going to blend it until it's really smooth, just so that we can put it on top of our cake. Okay, so it'll be a minute, maybe longer. I want a spatula, my handy spatula. Those things are wonderful. These are wonderful. Okay, still got some in here. Oh, okay. So I'll start it. I may continue, or I might just stop it and let y'all know how long I do it for. But I'll probably do it on medium speed for a little bit. So y'all, I did this for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, about 2 minutes. And I did turn it from medium. I did it for about a minute on medium and then a minute on high speed. So yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so unplug that. So, I'll get that off in a little bit. And I'll go ahead and do now, we're going to spread it on our cake. Yes, we are. This is going to be wonderful. Get it all off the sides. Mix it up. Oh, that's gonna be good, y'all. That's gonna be good. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on our cake. Yum! Yum! Just spread it on. Y'all are gonna be surprised. It is so good. I tasted it. It already is gonna taste good, but this is only part of what we're doing. We still have some stuff to do. A little bit. It does take a little bit of time to make this cake, but it is so delicious. It's amazing. It's different. I like it because it's just so much different than a regular cake. I do like regular cakes, and I'll be making some of them too, but I try to make them special or find a recipes that are special and really different. So, just bring it to the edges. Try to make it level if you can. Okay. Anyway. It's gonna be delicious. Delicious. Yes. Yes. Okay, so, yum, 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 delicious. Now, I'm going to move the camera, I'm going to bring it up here, because we're going to do something even better to the cake. All right, so, let me get the camera. Okay, y'all, so now, we're going to do something with our jelly. Okay, apple jelly. I am going to get this burner on. Put it on medium high. I am getting out 1/3 cup of the apples. 1/3 cup of the apple jelly. I turned my burner on to medium high just to get it hot quickly. One-third cup of our apple jelly going into the pan. And it's just going to go in here and we're going to let it melt. I don't want it to get real hot. I want it to melt. It's not going to cook. It just needs to melt. Get soft. So, I'm just going to let it melt. And my burner's smoking, going in my eyes. So I have it on medium. I'll turn it up to medium high. I need it to melt and then I'm going to take it right off the burner. It's just melting, slowly melting. Whew, my burner's not too much fun right now. I could have used that one back there, but I thought y'all would be able to see this one better. So you just need a little pan. It's almost there. Just enough to melt it. Thoroughly melt it. Okay, I think that's good. It's melted. Turn that burner off. Melted. That's what we want. Now we're going to give it a minute to cool. Give it a minute to cool down a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, y'all. So, this here, our apple jelly has cooled off. So I'm going to put my blueberries in. Now I don't have as much blueberries as I thought I did. I rinsed them off and some of them had already gone bad. So anyway, if you have 2 cups or a pint, that's perfect. That's wonderful. If not, use whatever you have. So anyway, I'm going to put these in my jelly. And they'll be enough. And just gently stir them into the jelly. Get that jelly to coat them. Yeah, this will be plenty for us anyway. So, if you've only got a cup of blueberries, you can do that. It'll work. So I'm just putting it all around, trying to not squish my blueberries. You don't want to damage them. Alright, so I got them covered. And now, what I do is just spoon them on top. Okay? On top of our cream cheese. Just spoon them on. This is good this way. If y'all like blueberries, you'll love this. This is good. Yum, yum, yum. I hope that you guys try this cake. Even when things don't always turn out right, it's still really good. Even without the blueberries, this is good. The cake with the cream cheese is good. It's wonderful. Just trying to get out the rest of the syrupy blueberries and apple jelly. And I'm just trying to move them around a little bit so that I can kind of have them, you know, a little bit all over our cake without squishing them. I don't want to squish them. I don't want to squish them. No, I don't. Now I'm not going to put them all the way to the edge. They're just fine like this. Like I said, if you guys have more, you can put as much as you want. And you can put more apple jelly. You can double that. Alrighty. The jelly's trying to come off the side. So that's why I was trying not to put them too close to the side. Okay. That looks good. Oh my. Y'all are gonna like that. So, now you have two choices. Now you can use whipping cream and use a cup of whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and you can whip it. And then you can put this on here. I put it on here. So your a cup of whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar if you want sugar in it, if you want it sweet. But anyway, you can use your blender and whip it up and just put you a little bit on top of it, or you can coat it on top of it. Now we won't be eating it that fast. Right now it's just me and my husband here, so I'm not going to put whipping cream or Cool Whip on it right now. What we're going to do is just put it on it individually, and you can do the same if you like. So I didn't put Cool Whip on at the beginning of our video, but you can use either one, whipping cream or whip topping, Cool Whip. So, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to use Cool Whip because we just don't have enough people here. So, but this is absolutely wonderful with the whipping cream on it or with the Cool Whip. But the Cool Whip is really handy and it's really good on top of it. And we like it, we like it. So, but I'll have to put this at the beginning of the video. But this is good. And I get to taste it now. All together. Yum! Look at them blueberries. The blueberries. Yummy, yummy in our tummy. Yes. So, doesn't that look good? Hey. Blueberry butter cake. Homemade blueberry butter cake. So yeah, homemade blueberry butter cake. I think you guys will like it. So I'm going to say me a quick prayer and I'm going to cut me a piece. Yum, 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 yum. I'm very proud of that. That looks so good. Yummy. Yum. So, in just a moment, our Father in heaven, I thank you for helping me to make another good recipe. And thank you for all my friends and family and relatives and all my viewers. And thank you for taking such good care of all my family and loved ones. And thank you for blessing us and taking such good care of us, Father. We ask you to bless this food and help it to nourish our bodies and anybody that tries it. And thank you for your Son and for all the gifts and talents and everything you give me. And Thank you for your word. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your guidance, Father, and everything you do for us. And just thank you for everything, Father. Thank you again for your Son. And I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. Okay. So, let me get me a piece. I'll get a piece over here. Ooh-wee. I like that. So good. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Yum. Now, I'm going to put some Cool Whip on mine. I'm going to scoop my berries over. Now I'll put me some Cool Whip in the middle. Cool Whip. Now you could put whipping cream, or the kind that you spray on top if you like. That's what I do with a lot of my pies. I do like those. I do like that. Those are good. But I'm going to put some Cool Whip on it. Yummy, yummy. Cool Whip is good. Cool Whip is good. I get it come off the spoon. Yummy. Now, look at that. Don't that look good? See if you guys can see. Yum. Yum. Okay. So, let me taste of this yummy stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, got a little bit of everything. That cake, oh, that is so good. Now, I don't know how to explain that to y'all. This cake is so different from a lot of cakes. The texture is different. The taste is different. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to tell y'all. But y'all gotta try it. Y'all got to make this. You will like it. Oh, you will. It's not real sweet. Oh my goodness, it's just so different. Oh, man. Every little bit of this cake, every little layer that we did to make this cake made it so good. All put together. This cake, like this, is wonderful. Even if you didn't have the Cool Whip, it's good. But the Cool Whip on it is good too. It's just all together is wonderful. Man, y'all gotta let me know. Now y'all try this. Y'all gotta try this. Go home and make it. Make it yourself. And yeah, check out my channel. I've got all kinds of new things that I've put out. I'm trying to put something out all the time. So I'm putting out main dishes, side dishes, breads, pies, desserts, casseroles, just all kinds of stuff. So subscribe to my channel and you won't miss anything. If you subscribe, then every time I put something out, you'll be notified. And yeah, and that way you won't miss anything. So I hope that you guys try some of these things that I make. And I know some of them are long. I really do appreciate everybody taking the time to watch all these things, and especially all the way through to on some of the ones that are long. But they really are good. They're so good. I like making things that are different. I like trying to teach people things as well. The young people, the, the young ladies or young men. And yeah, I'm very proud of all the girls that have been making a lot of things that I make. And I really like the comments. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And but I hope that y'all try this one. This is really good. So let me know what you think when you guys make it. You know, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel. That would be wonderful. I always appreciate that. Oh, so good. This is good. Even the cake by itself is good. I like the way that the cream cheese, this topping that we put on it, and then the blueberries with the apple jelly. That tastes really good together. And just on this cake, it's really, really good. So I really hope y'all try it. I really do. I'm gonna check my camera. Well, it's still recording. It's just about to die on me. But I really do appreciate you guys watching these things and watching them all the way through. And remember to subscribe, and you'll get everything that I send you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, yeah. Check it out. Yum. Yum. So, this is really, really good. I like this. I like the taste altogether. Now the cake, try to give me a piece of the cake. It's a dense cake, but it's moist. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't have words. It's good. I just like it. It's moist. I'm so sorry. This is good. The cake, the icing, well, I call it icing, the cream cheese, topping, and the little filling, and then the blueberries and the jelly. That is just unique. Oh, that's what this cake is. It's unique too. You guys will like it. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Wow. It's good. It's wow. It is unique. This is so good, you guys. I would love for you guys to try this. It is an old-fashioned cake. And it is good. And done with the topping, that cream cheese and blueberries and jelly and everything, that's different now, isn't it? It's very different. And it is good. It is so good. It is tasty. Very, very unique, delicious cake. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not big on cakes. I do like some. Now this one's not real sweet. This is not real sweet at all. But it's just sweet enough. It's perfect. It's delicious. It's like a light sweet. And then the Cool Whip. It's just that jelly and then the Cool Whip on top. All to blend it together. This is wonderful. Look at that. I had to cut a piece for my husband real quick. He was heading out to work. So I had to fix that. Got him a big old piece. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna like that. He'll be surprised. He'll be very surprised. These are good. This is very good. I really do hope that you guys try it. I hope you like it. So check out my channel and see all the other things that I have that I put out. I'm trying to put out a lot of different things every week, and I hope that y'all subscribe to me, and you'll get notification of everything that I put on there. I try to do that all the time, like I said, a couple of times a week. And I think that you guys will like it. I know there's something on there that you will like. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. So, as always, bye. Blueberry butter cake. Homemade blueberry butter cake. So yeah, homemade blueberry butter cake. I think you guys will like it.